Right now, in this very moment, you hold a quiet but powerful ability, the power to reshape the way you face your hardest moments and turn them into your greatest victories. It might sound like an ideal, but it's rooted in something very real: the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. For centuries, Stoicism has helped people not just survive chaos, but remain calm, focused, and resilient through it. Think about the last time you were truly tested, emotionally, mentally, or even physically. Did you find yourself reacting out of frustration or fear, or were you able to pause and choose a response that reflected your deeper values? That's the heart of Stoicism, learning to respond, not react. It's not just about staying cool under pressure. It's about training your mind to stay grounded, present, and in control, even when everything around you is in turmoil. The Stoics believed that while we can't always control what happens, we always have control over how we interpret events and how we choose to act. And in that space between what happens and how we respond, we find our freedom. When we stop letting external circumstances dictate our internal state, we gain clarity, strength, and emotional resilience. Imagine how much stress, regret, or conflict could be avoided if we mastered this ability. Imagine remaining calm and intentional even when others lash out, or when life throws the unexpected at you. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about not letting emotions control your decisions. It's about choosing reason over reaction, values over impulses. And in doing so, we don't just become more peaceful, we become more powerful, more capable, more in tune with who we truly want to be. This mindset doesn't just improve your own life, it uplifts the people around you too. At any moment, you possess the ability to transform your toughest challenges into meaningful growth. This isn't just motivational fluff. It's the core of Stoicism, a philosophy that has helped people navigate chaos with clarity for centuries. Think back to a difficult situation that tested your patience or confidence. Did you react impulsively or respond with calm awareness? Stoicism teaches that while we can't control the world around us, we can control how we interpret and react to it. This ancient wisdom is more relevant now than ever, especially in a fast-paced world where emotional triggers are everywhere. Learning to respond rather than react is an inner discipline, a form of mental training. It's not just about staying calm, it's about developing deep self-awareness, rooted in the present moment, so you can act with intention rather than impulse. And today, we'll explore practical ways to build this mindset, drawing from both Stoic thought and modern psychology. You'll learn how to cultivate mindfulness, express emotions in healthy ways, and keep the bigger picture in focus, just as the Stoics did. Because when you develop the habit of pausing, reflecting, and choosing your next move consciously, you begin to gain true power over your life. This ability to respond with wisdom instead of emotion can transform how you handle stress, resolve conflict, and make decisions. Picture yourself in a tense conversation or a tough moment. Most people react on instinct, often saying or doing things they regret. But Stoicism invites us to pause and reflect, to ask ourselves what really matters in this moment, and to act in alignment with our values rather than fleeting emotions. This practice doesn't mean you suppress your feelings. It means you don't let them rule you. By living in tune with reason and virtue, as the Stoics taught, we learn to observe our impulses, assess their value, and respond in ways that serve not just our short-term comfort, but our long-term well-being. In this space between event and reaction lies the power to choose, and in that choice lies your freedom. So let's journey together through this mindset, discovering how to stay grounded, intentional, and resilient in a world that often pulls us in every direction. You're not ignoring your emotions or pretending they don't exist. Instead, you're recognizing them, exploring where they come from, and then deciding consciously how, or even if, they should guide your actions. This practice empowers you to engage with the world from a place of calm strength, protecting your inner peace and personal values, regardless of what's happening outside. But learning to respond instead of react isn't just about self-mastery. It shapes how you relate to others, how you lead, and how resilient you become under pressure. When you respond with intention, you show respect, empathy, and understanding, qualities that deepen relationships and build mutual trust. True transformation requires more than good intentions. It demands consistent effort and thoughtful reflection, just like the Stoics taught. Their insights remain relevant, offering a stable foundation for cultivating a deliberate, grounded mind. One of the key tools they emphasized was self-awareness, the ability to observe your own thoughts and emotions clearly. This awareness gives you space to choose your response before you're swept away by your first reaction. Then comes the power of the pause. As Marcus Aurelius once reflected, between what happens to us and how we respond lies a brief but powerful moment, one that holds the freedom to choose. Practicing this pause, even for a few seconds, creates a gap where clarity can emerge. You can breathe, reflect, and ask, what would my best self do right now? What would wisdom choose? Another powerful practice is shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing problems as threats, Stoics reframed them as chances to build strength or patience. This simple shift changes how we feel and ultimately how we act. For example, a stressful task becomes an opportunity to grow. When you change your story, you change your response. Finally, Stoicism teaches the art of focusing only on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and character, while releasing what we cannot. This is not about giving up, but about channeling energy into the things that matter most. By staying rooted in this mindset, you not only become more emotionally steady, you also become a force of calm, clarity, and courage in a chaotic world. True strength lies in recognizing where our influence begins and ends, and choosing to act from that space with clarity and purpose. One of the most powerful tools for building this mindset is regular reflection. The Stoics made it a habit to examine themselves daily, reviewing their actions and progress toward living virtuously. In the same spirit, we can take time at the end of each day to consider how we responded to situations. Where did we remain calm and intentional? Where did we fall into old habits of reactivity? This daily practice of reviewing and refining our behavior helps us develop mental discipline and emotional resilience. It encourages us to move steadily toward a state of balance, wisdom, and self-awareness, the very traits Stoicism encourages. When we incorporate these principles consistently, we not only carry on the ancient wisdom of the Stoics, we equip ourselves to live with greater direction, peace, and personal power. Through this ongoing commitment, we begin to reshape our mental patterns, responding from a place aligned with our highest values and long-term vision. Mindfulness plays a central role in this transformation. At its essence, mindfulness is the practice of being deeply present, aware of our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations without judging them. This non-judgmental awareness gives us insight into the workings of our minds and mirrors the Stoic ideal of living with attention and purpose. Being present in the now, the only moment we truly control, is where change begins. A simple way to develop mindfulness is through focused breathing. By gently guiding your attention to each inhale and exhale and noticing when your mind wanders, you train your mind to return to the present. It's more than just a calming ritual. It's a skill that sharpens focus and builds resilience. Another technique is mindful observation. Any activity, eating, walking, washing dishes, can become a chance to practice awareness. The key is to slow down, engage your senses, and truly notice what you're doing. This cultivates a grounded presence that helps you stay calm and responsive in everyday life. Body scan meditation is another powerful practice. By systematically bringing your attention to different parts of your body, you develop a deeper connection to your physical experience. This not only helps you become more attuned to physical sensations and stress, but also echoes Stoic teachings. Don't let bodily discomfort dictate your peace of mind. Lastly, mindfulness can enrich how we relate to others. When we are fully present in conversations, listening deeply and observing without judgment, we create space for understanding, empathy, and stronger connections. When we are fully present with others, we deepen our capacity for understanding and connection. This practice reflects a key Stoic principle: empathy, and the recognition that every person is a rational being facing their own trials. By choosing to stay mindful, we walk in the footsteps of the Stoics, cultivating calm, clarity, and purpose in our thoughts and actions. A mindful mindset doesn't just help us survive life's challenges, it equips us to meet them with grace and composure. Through this lens, we begin to embody what it truly means to live a Stoic-inspired life. Now let's move from theory to practice, translating these insights into everyday habits that help us choose thoughtful responses over knee-jerk reactions. Living with intention means we don't just suppress emotion, we engage with life more meaningfully. This is the essence of Stoic virtue, acting with reason, clarity, and purpose. To begin living this way, we need simple, consistent practices that reinforce this mindset. Picture a moment of tension, a disagreement with a colleague, or a sudden obstacle in your plans. It's natural to feel the urge to react, to snap or spiral, but this is where your training comes in. Pause. Ask yourself, what would a wise, grounded version of me do right now? That question isn't about silencing your emotions. It's about bringing in reason to guide them. When we respond from a place of awareness, we don't deny how we feel. We understand it. We explore what's behind the feeling and then act from a place of composure. In real-life terms, this might look like stepping away from a heated conversation to gather your thoughts before replying. Or it could mean digging deeper into why a conflict upset you rather than reacting to just the surface irritation. Every time you choose to respond rather than react, you're reinforcing a new habit, one rooted in strength, resilience, and self-respect. These choices gradually create a more peaceful and empowered inner life. Start each day with a moment of reflection. Set your intentions and remind yourself of your commitment to thoughtful, grounded responses in every situation. Journaling can be a powerful tool here. It allows you to celebrate small wins, recognize areas for improvement, and stay rooted in your growth. Most importantly, embrace the mindset of a lifelong learner. Every day offers a new opportunity to practice, refine, and grow your ability to respond rather than react. This isn't just about handling stress or conflict better. It's a way of life, one grounded in Stoic ideals like wisdom, intention, and virtue. When we choose to act in alignment with our values, we're not only shaping a better version of ourselves, we're also shaping a more thoughtful, compassionate world. The shift from reaction to response is more than a skill, it's a transformation. It deepens our relationship with ourselves and with the world around us. The Stoics walked this path with quiet strength and dedication, and now, guided by their timeless wisdom, we too can strive to meet life's highs and lows with calm, clarity, and reason. What we've explored here isn't about perfection, it's about living intentionally. It's about weaving thoughtful action into the fabric of everyday life. When we focus on what we can control, choose reason over impulse, and aim for virtue in all we do, we begin to build a life of resilience and meaning. Every moment becomes a chance to practice, to respond with patience, with clarity, with courage. Whether we're navigating annoyances, setbacks, or big life decisions, each experience invites us to embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. And when we do that, we don't just improve our own well-being, we also elevate the lives of those around us. This journey is never complete. Like the Stoics, we must keep returning to reflection and recalibration, always learning, always growing. In doing so, we move closer to our ideal selves, and that inner growth radiates outward, influencing our relationships, our communities, and the world at large. As we wrap up, remember this: every moment presents a choice. Choose the calm, the strength, and the wisdom that Stoicism offers. Because in the end, your responses shape your character. They are the threads that weave the story of your life. Thank you for being part of this journey. If you'd like to explore further, take a look at the videos on your screen. Each one dives deeper into living with clarity, intention, and balance. And until next time, may your path be guided by calm, courage, and purpose.